Aw, come on in, bud. Come on in. I see Morris. I'll have to figure out where Stripe is, though. You look quite comfy there in your Lego spot. I'm fixing to get the food ready to go outside. Come on, Tux, over here. This one over here is yours. Sorry. I tried to put that out of your way and then I put it right in your way. There you go. All right, good boys. Come on, Morris. I know you're hungry too, because Morris and Tux, for different reasons and obvious reasons, they don't get to come inside in the morning. So they wait patiently by the door. Here you go, buddy. Morris! Morris! He goes, but I think I'd rather jump up and eat with Marty. Morris! It's okay, buddy. He goes, but I like company when I eat. Come here. I'll make sure he gets something. Hi. I want to pet you. Although now you've gotten so much better that if I come out any other time of the day and you're close by, you let me pet you now. So that's good. We heard plenty of fireworks last night, but none of them close. So I had Stripe and Marty inside to make me feel better. And, you know, I let them out when I went to bed. They were at my feet on the love seat. It's not as much room up there, but Tux has been tolerating you. I put your food down. It's because Stripe doesn't come over to eat because he ate in the house, huh? I'm sorry. I could put the other bowl up there. Poor boy. It's going to be another hot one, excessive heat index, all that jazz. We got up to 95 here yesterday according to Tempest, and it felt plenty hot, but it wasn't, I don't know. I've had worse. One summer we had like 103, 104 actual temperatures for a week. So, you know, 95 and it feels like 100. Yeah, it's hot, but I guess when you can come out and be in it for 5 or 10 minutes and then go right back in the air conditioning, it's good. It's okay. Well, it's another day, another watering session, and it's plenty hot out here. It's a good chance of rain here in the next 5 days. Every day has like a 50% chance, so hopefully we'll get some. Tomorrow's 70, I think. I'm looking for Japanese beetles. So I watered good today, but maybe I won't have to water tomorrow. We'll see. If it wasn't so hot, it'd be gorgeous. I'm seeing a lot of bird activity wherever there's wetness. That's nice. There's a couple of tufted titmouse down there and moving the canna lilies around right now. There's butterflies on the butterfly bush. I took a few pictures yesterday. And I am, of course, missing my boy. I'm just not saying too much so that I don't start crying again. It's very lonely up here. I was in the front yard. Oh, I watered his flowers and pulled some weeds and attempted to keep making sure things are looking good. You know, those yellow flowers and things, they haven't really created seed yet, but it does create food that native birds like, those tall yellow flowers. And some sort of a tall coneflower native thing. But they're not ripe yet, is what I'm trying to say. So the birds really shouldn't really be interested yet, I wouldn't think. All right. Go on and move on to Gray Girl. Good morning, Gray. Hi. Hi. How are you, sweet girl? Hi. You glad Johnny's back home? Yeah, I came in several times yesterday looking for Legos over here in the corner, and you were all snuggled up. can't.
You know, today it really feels like North Carolina. This is the way it normally is. This feeling right here, because we've had unusually dry air, or it's just been different. This is the hot and sticky. This is what I think of when I think of summertime.
Right, and this is what will generate thunderstorms in the afternoon for us, which is what we need. So, all good. Yeah, Pokemon Go tried to tell us that maybe we shouldn't be out here, but I just checked the wet bulb globe temperature from our Tempest weather station, and it's what I say it was, 82.6. Yeah, Don says whatever number I said, it's moderate. It's not high. Of course, you know, the worst part of the day would be between 3 and 5-ish. I was going to say that when you hear the temperature reported from RDU, since we follow Greg Fischel, the former meteorologist from WRAL, who's been forecasting weather in our area for over 30 years, the temperature coming out of RDU, the Raleigh-Durham International Airport, is overinflated. It is in an improper, non-certified spot, and it's complicated, a heat island. And Greg feels strongly that that's not where we should be looking at for long-term historical records and that kind of thing. So he was actually on a couple days ago, and Don hasn't seen that video yet from him because he's retired now, and we do Patreon to get his forecasts on top of what we see on WRAL. And he said he thought they had agreed, the National Weather Service and other parties that have a stake in where it's located. He thought a few months ago they agreed to move it for all the right reasons. And he was telling us in this current video that the only reason they've agreed to move it is because they're adding a runway out at RDU and they don't have a choice. And the location where they're going to put it does not resolve any of the issues with the prior location. So all I was trying to really say in a nutshell is, when you hear on the national weather, international weather, what the temperature in Raleigh is, you should just assume it's probably 2 or 3 degrees hotter than it is at our house on any given day. Our house, you know, A was saying it was 89 on the show as I walked out the kitchen door, but our Tempest says we're at 87.
We have several other thermometers that are reading the same. So
yeah, mercury in the window. We have locations. It is a bit tricky where you put these things. Well, do you want to know what the heat? Do you want to know how you're suffering out in the sun? Do you want an accurate temperature from a shady location? How high off the ground should it be? How much wind flow should it have? I mean, it's tricky.
Well, I actually know about all that. You don't put them out in the sun. The one for the HVAC, it's under the front porch, located several inches away from the building and the masonry pillars, and several inches below the deck. And the deck, of course, has slots in it so that heat isn't trapped by the porch. And it's a attempt of mine to keep it out of the sun so it measures air temperature, not the surface temperature.
Right.
The Tempest is designed to not need an enclosure out in the weather. So I'm assuming those people did everything they could to get some kind of airflow over the sensor so that it is not picking up the sensor of the temperature of the body of the device, and it's measuring air temperature. I used to have a chimney out in that same spot, which is basically a 3-inch white PVC pipe with a 1.5 foot long black aluminum pipe sticking out its top, and the PVC pipe was totally insulated, and at the very bottom was your place for your temperature probe, and that way the sun hitting the black pipe would heat up and cause an updraft, enough to pull the air into the bottom of the white PVC pipe with enough movement, even in dead calm and direct sun, that you would get an accurate temperature. I still have the apparatus. The installation's a little wore out, but I still have that gizmo. But the new stuff doesn't need it. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is I do my best to measure the air temperature and not the surface temperature.
Right.
And the problem with RDU, with all that runway and asphalt and everything else, they're measuring the surface temperature of the surrounding structures or ground and not the actual air temperature. Lake Wheeler, not that I'm an expert at this, seems to be closer to a historical site because it's out in the middle of a cow pasture, green grass, not a lot of hills, and plenty of airflow, so the winds and all that stuff. So it's much better sited, and there's no big shopping center next to it. I mean, it's basically rural farmland, so it's very close to Raleigh. So I'm sure it's a little closer. So if you want, check the North Carolina State University weather station at Lake Wheeler. That's the one.
Yeah, it's basically near Yates Mill.
Yes.
Somewhere out there in one of those cow fields near the mill pond. So hopefully starting tomorrow I'll be able to flip the screen and record looking at me easier. I mean, this is good. Once I've got it flipped, it's not hard to flip, but you know, the Osmo Pocket 3 on the go, you can just flip it and it turns really quick. So all I was trying to say is yes, it's going to be dangerous today for people out this afternoon in the hot sun without proper water and maybe overexerting themselves, but also I think there's a little exaggeration, and I know for a fact from a qualified meteorologist that, you know, it's great for the news cycle. Oh God, it's all uphill and I'm talking. It's great for the news cycle, and it's hot news cycle that they get to report this dangerous high temperature, but it might not be quite as bad as they say. I'm saying that and I've got sweat dripping out from underneath my hat. Oh, that Tesla air conditioning is feeling so good right about now. I asked Dawn to take me to Lowe's today. We did Home Depot Garden Center looking for clearance yesterday. I asked to do Lowe's today. Get me out of the house for a few more minutes since I can't meet Michelle this week for GA. She's headed to the mountains where it'll be cooler than it is here for a few days while the kids are, the younger two kids have not made it to Japan yet. We found out they flew them from Raleigh to Toronto, no problem. Toronto to Vancouver, no problem. Vancouver to Singapore. Then Singapore over to Japan. It added 16 hours to their trip. I am never of airtime. Well, 14 hours of airtime and apparently 16 hours total. It's like, I feel sure Johnny's teacher that booked the trip to Italy and then the one to Greece would have said, oh no, we're not doing that. I don't care if it's cheaper. You tell me the cost difference between a direct flight from Vancouver to Japan, and we'll, you know, see if we can't make up the difference. Because 16 hours, I mean, oh my God. I told Dawn if it's going to take that to get to Japan, I'm not visiting Japan. It's not happening. Oh. Dawn was noting that this GMC Yukon is running. It's hot today. Not everybody has an electric car. Yeah, Dodd did confirm.
Yeah, there's I mean, maybe there's a third row and they're laying down in the back of them, but I did not see, there's nobody in the driver's
It appeared to be nobody in there. It used to be really hard, like I couldn't get out of my Odyssey. And
yeah, but they all...
Well, I guess if you don't care about locking it.
No, it's locked.
But I mean, I guess in my Odyssey, see, I couldn't. I had, well, I mean, a fob versus the key, and you kept them on the same chain. Key ring. These bricks are called planter wall block, and I guess you slide your treated piece of lumber in.
2x6, it looks like.
And you can come from 4 directions. Is that right? Yeah, 4 directions. And here's the whole thing. Of course, then you still got to buy and cut your own wood. But and the one they're showing here is not even nice and cornered on the ends. It's just 2 boards stuck together, but I guess it works.
It's all butt cut.
Yeah, I'm not taking home any clearance. It's in super bad shape and it's still super expensive. So, no. I tried to get one of these to grow in my yard and I lost it. It probably was in a spot without enough sun. Kind of a bummer. So the hanging baskets are half price what they were, or thereabouts. They're $7.50. They're, you know, showing signs of it being late summer though. They're not in very awesome shape, unfortunately. Well, I'm here at Walmart and they have some really nice New Guinea impatiens for $1. And they have this drift rose for $5 that I thought they had sold, but apparently they hadn't. I'm gonna get that for the bank in front of the new canna lilies that leads down into the creek. And I was thinking about redoing that nice hanging basket on the front porch. It's not looking so good. I think these New Guinea impatiens would do great up there. I had Don bring me to Walmart. I just wasn't ready to go home. And these flowers are a good deal. $1 for the impatiens and $5 for the rose. They're starting the conversion to school while combining summer into less space. You know, I found this net in the recycle thing at South Park. It just hooks up under both sides. Nothing fancy, not a permanent install, but it's great for Dawn and FSD and not sliding around. It's a Tesla convention at Walmart. A white X parked right in front of me as Dawn was coming to pick me up. And yeah, we'll just follow the other Y. Follow the Y, Donnie, follow the Y.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like follow the yellow brick road. I just cooked, I don't know, did I cook 48 ounces of bacon, I think, 4 12-ounce packs. And made cheese stuffed chicken breast for dinner. And this got delivered a day early, which is cool. I am definitely going to open it up and get it ready to go for tomorrow. But right this minute, I'm going to go work on yesterday's video and rest. It's 3:30. I'm hoping I have time to work on my Lego house too. I really want to work on it. It's time to take it out of the box. Yeah. Actually not feeling super great for the second day in a row, and it's obviously I'm sitting here in the AC and it's not heat related. I just
you ought to go outside, sweetie.
Post stress related, maybe. I don't know.
Dripping out there.
Anyway, Dawn's gonna help me get it plugged in and charging, and you're gonna need a knife, the letter opener or something. I am very excited. Yep, and Dawn just wanted to make sure I got it charged so I could start using it when I wanted to. It was ready for me when I was ready for it.
That's right.
Which is probably tomorrow, although I don't know if I can get through my morning routine with it at using it the very first time. So maybe after the morning routine, when we go for our walk, I'll walk with it.
Got it's really sealed well inside with a desiccant.
Yeah. Every camera comes with a desiccant, but yes.
And a really nice
case.
Vacuum fast bag that I had to figure out how to open.
And there's a box with, I'm guessing, a cable or something, maybe. Yeah.
It's like the old-fashioned shaving kit.
It is like a shaving kit, kind of a case.
Ooh.
Apparently there's a hard case also, but I guess mine doesn't have the hard case. Now, I have the very original one, which you had to use the app and had no LCD screen, which is why it never caught on with me. It was a good camera, but...
And this little screen that it has, it doesn't show the video. It only has like a text-only
Yeah, it's
screen.
something. It just wasn't... That's the extra battery pack that goes on the bottom. Makes it a little longer handle, which I like. You're less likely to put your hand over the microphone if you put the extra battery pack on. This is the combo kit or the extras kit. This is not just the camera.
This is like the...
Yeah, that goes on it too. I think somehow you end up...
like a tripod.
I think somehow you end up putting both pieces on.
Right, okay.
I think. But yeah, everybody that we read the reviews for says you wanted a combo kit.
Yeah.
Nobody said it's not worth it. Everybody said get the combo kit. I forget exactly how much more it is, but a little bit. That's the tripod. Yeah. Yeah, but the tripod goes into that too. Yeah.
And there's a
Okay, so it's either this or that's, yeah, and it comes with an external microphone.
that you can use for other things.
Right, and we don't own the microphone everybody else owns, partly because I just didn't want to deal with daily editing and trying to merge to a WAV file with a video file. That's just shoot me now, just, you know, torture, but yeah, I suspect I'm going to keep the little tripod and the big battery pack on it most all the time. All right, we'll get it charged up, and probably tomorrow will be Osmo Pocket 3 test and review day. We're just unboxing and getting her ready to rock and roll. Here's the hard case. Okay, but some people said they were worried long term about it damaging the thing, and having the Insta360 and the little case or whatever
has places for the little lenses.
stuff. Yeah, but I did buy the lenses, although that's a separate thing. Yeah, I don't know. I can just tell after I can just tell I'm not going to like that. I don't know that I'm going to like that either, but
let me help you, kitten. You're not going to like this.
Right.
You'll keep it in the car. You'll take it with you travel.
If I pack it up,
you won't be walking on the trail with this tomorrow.
No, or with this. Well, you know, the other thing I have, it allows me to set the camera down with enough quilting in the shopping cart at Guardian Angel or whatever that I'm not worried about the camera, and I don't think that's going to work well for.
Oh, I got my own little
fuzz. What do you call those things? I don't know.
Rabbits.
We'll have to read about what.
Lucky rabbit.
Oh, you see, you're not reading the instructions. He always picks on me like I, don't need. Thank you.
Are we twins?
No. No.
Oh, here's the little lens.
I'll pretend I'm Janet from back in the day at work. That's there you go.
So this case
inside
has
joke.
Pockets. Yes, it does. Has little pockets for the lenses.
Okay.
These are the lenses.
So it came with a lens thing too?
That's right. It comes with, I think, the telephoto or the wide angle lens.
Okay, but not the polarizing, not the ND filters, and not the, what is it, Black Magic or Black Mist or some diamond something.
I think it says what this is, but I can't read it.
Here, I have my glasses on. Those are just numbers, Donnie.
Those are just numbers. Well, I couldn't tell you.
And maybe a QR code, but I'm not sure that it's for us to scan it versus.
Right.
All right. Well,
I like it.
There it is, coming soon to a vlog near you.
Yeah. All right. So let me plug it in and get the battery going.
Okay. So swipe from right edge to adjust face track enabled. It throws up messages to confuse you while you're.
Right.
And now I want to.
Okay.
Now I want to do what's in front of me. So let's pretend those are the cats. Good morning, Tux. Hi, everybody. Isn't it nice to be out here on this fine day?
And then when do we do this? We do this when Donnie wants to go to bed.
At 1 in the morning.
When she wants to start messing with her camera.
Well, but see, if I'm going to use it tomorrow morning,
yeah.
I've got to be ready to use it tomorrow morning. I wasn't feeling good earlier, and I'm feeling good enough now to mess with stuff. So